bombing hills, and that is literally how I twisted my ankle. Like, getting scared about bombing a hill that I did it perfectly fine the first time. The second time I freaked myself out, tried to turn around and twisted my ankle. So I'm hoping this little guy will help with that. I'm gonna definitely try it on like smaller hills first, and then we'll try a bigger one, but definitely not until after my ankle is fully healed. So this Sure Grip back brake for roller skates. Now, I initially wanted to get this for my reactor plate, but someone said that Sure Grip makes the Avanti plate, so it might fit better on my Avanti plate. So this is the mechanisms. The video that I watched said to just put this U piece around the back axle. Like, I didn't have to take anything apart, and then just slip on the base. Slip on the base with the curved part facing down so that it rests on there. Put the screws on, and then screw in the, actually I should probably screw in the toe stop first before, because it'll be difficult to put the screwdriver in afterwards. So that's what, let me do that and screw them in, and that should be that. Very simple. So happy I didn't have to take apart the axle and the kingpin and the cushions and all that. So super simple installation. So it turns out these nuts here are smaller than these nuts here. So I had to get an adjustable wrench. Well, first I had to take off both the wheels, get an adjustable wrench to screw on these bolts. And that took forever because my wrench is it's like low-key broke. So yeah, I don't know what size these are, but they're just a slightly smaller than this. So none of the standard tools to take off the nuts are gonna work on these. Not the crab tool. Now you'll buy 3 tools. So yeah, that's just to be aware of, but it is on. And I'm gonna try it in the house to see how it works, and then take it out to the street some other time. Okay, so I tested the back brake in the rake, and unfortunately it's like moving around, so that's concerning. Like, it moved all the way to the side and started catching my wheel. So even though I tightened it as much as it would go, maybe I need to take it to a 5-stride and get it professionally mounted, or this plate might not be great for it. So it says it's Sure Grip brand, so I tried it on my Sure Grip plate, but unfortunately it seems like that is not working. So I'm gonna do a quick little test on this ramp here that goes down, see how it does on this incline, and then I am gonna take it off and put it on my other plate, my reactor needle plate, and see how it performs on that plate. We'll see. I did a quick little test. It looks like it'll be better suited for that, but I thought since I was able to tighten it more with my my drill, my electric drill, that it would work for this plate that I have on right now, but it's not. So we're gonna test it on the reactor neo, and then yeah, see how that works. Let's build up some speed, and now okay. Look how much it has loosened up. It was completely stiff when I put it on, and now it is wobbly. But at the rink, the only issue that I had was that it was moving around and blocking, and started to it moved to the side and started slowing down my wheel. And I'm like, I felt some resistance. So, and I looked on the floor and I didn't see anything. So I was like, did I just fall on air? But later on I realized that it had moved, it shifted over and was causing some interference with my wheel. But I had enough clearance to do some spins and to do the zero, to do a little grapevine. So it wasn't getting in the way of that when it was in the right place. so there's that. I was just doing some research to see if anybody has done any reviews on these and how to install it. And I saw a guy from a year ago, and I'm gonna comment on the video, see if he messages back. Like, did he experience this when he was using the back brake? So while I was doing some more research on these back brakes, I found a different kind. This one is called the California back brake, and it's a little bit differently constructed than the other one. The other one went on at an angle. This one seems to go on a little straighter, and it hangs off the back of the skate in a different sort of way. I didn't like that the bolts were very flush with the brake, the material of the brake, but I thought I would give it a chance anyway. I bought it, spent $30 on it. It was $20 plus, came up to like $35 with tax and shipping and all that. So it was really wanting to see how it would work and give it a chance. But as you guys can see, yeah, that did not work. Even though I was supposed to have enough clearance with this plate, it did not work. Even with putting on different wheels, it was just not enough clearance. So it didn't work at all. It didn't work on this plate. It didn't work on my Reactor Neo plate. So back to the drawing board with the original back brake. Going back to the drawing board, I looked to see what other skates that I had lying around to see if I could Frankenstein something. I had these old Impala plates mounted to these old pair of Converse, and it looked kind of promising. As you can see, that has some ridges that look like it would stop the plate from shifting. So I decided to unmount these and try them out on my other Avanti plates. So another day of trying to make this rear brake work. So I took off the back truck of this plate and put in a different truck. This is actually the Impala plate truck, and you can see it has these ridges, and hopefully that will solve the problem of the rear brake shifting and getting in the way of the wheels. The only thing is the angle is slightly different, but I tightened it down as much so you can see there's some gapping right there between the cushion and the cushion holder. I tightened it down a bunch. I'm gonna try and do a few more passes. There's not much wiggling, which is great. So hopefully that'll work. We'll see how the rear brake fits onto it. If it's, we'll fit on it nicely. And then we'll give it a little test, especially since these two are different trucks. I wonder if it will affect the balance. Like maybe I'll be a little higher up on the back. We'll see. So we're coming up on the skate spot here. That's where I learned how to go backwards downhill, because there's some accessibility right here. And I'm so surprised that nobody is over here. I wanted to practice going down that accessibility ramp there. And I'm surprised that nobody's chilling in the shade over here. So we're gonna do a little skating, hopefully not die on these big ass pebbles that are littering the ground. Bam, right there. And try this out. Okay, let's see how this feels. All right, y'all, that actually does not feel bad at all. It's the next day, and I'm testing out how the Impala truck feels mixed with the Avanti plate. I mean, yeah. I only took one truck off. So, and it was just a tiny bit, didn't fit completely, but it feels okay. Like, I don't notice it at all. I rolled around for a couple of minutes and it is solid. But of course that was just like a preliminary test. I'm gonna take these to the rink like I did the first test and, you know, skate with them for like a whole hour and a half like I did before. I'm also gonna change the wheels. I think I did my test with these wheels, but I'm actually gonna test it with there's some pigeons being weird over here. I'm gonna test it with the outdoor setup, the outdoor wheels, because that's what I would actually be using in the race. So we're gonna do that, skate with them for, you know, a whole hour and a half, just like I did that first test, just to give it a just to really test it out to see if it's actually gonna shift or anything. But I really just wanted to get out here and test how it would fit with the truck, like not fully resting inside the cushion cup. So it feels okay. So that's fine. Now we just have to see if it will loosen over time. It feels very tight. When I put it on last night, it felt tighter than it's ever have before in the past. I feel like where it's sitting, it's super secure. So I feel like this is definitely the type of plate that it was made for. Yeah, so we're headed out of this place, getting a little it's getting a little bit more busy, and you know, I don't live here, so this is just like a sitting area in like a senior housing complex. So we're gonna get out of here. I just really wanted to check out that ramp, and it's good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's slowing me down, so I'm feeling confident with this. Okay, y'all, so I skated on these for about an hour at the rink, and we're good. Like, there is no movement. I didn't listen at all. Obviously, it did not move over to interfere with the wheel because of those ridges. The only thing that I will say is that even though I try to tighten the nuts evenly, you can see one is longer than the other. So that kind of shifted this over slightly to this side. So you can see that there is more space. Can you see my finger? There's more space there than there is there. So it is slightly shifted over towards this wheel just because of how I tightened it. But I didn't feel really any resistance. I was slow, but I don't think that it was this like how it was last time. I think maybe these bearings need to just be changed, or I need to try it with different wheels. But this is already a better result than the last time. So the only thing that's left to do is to try these with the bigger wheels. I am a little nervous. I meant to change the wheels before I came to the rink today, but forgot. Yeah, can't wait to try them out and see how that works. I'm a little nervous because it's so big. It actually might start to interfere with this, but we'll see. But that'll be in a couple of weeks since my ankle is still healing and I don't want to risk a fall on the trail again. So we'll see. Hey friends, so today I am at Prospect Park again, finishing up a video that I started a while ago now on actually this back break. So as you saw from the footage that I put in, I had signed up for the NYC Skate Marathon, and the very first time that I was out training for it, I fell and twisted my ankle, and it was pretty bad. And it has only just like healed, and it is months later. It was a pretty bad sprain. So yeah, I am back out here with only 3 weeks before the marathon, trying to see if I can actually complete it, and also trying out that back break. As you guys saw from the footage, I tried a couple of different ones. I tried it on a couple of different skates, and I finally found a configuration that works. And now I'm gonna try it out on the actual track that I bought it for. You know, I bought it specifically for this marathon to try and mitigate, like, you know, speed in a safer way. So that's what we're doing today. I got on my helmet, putting on my safety gear. This is what I'm actually gonna wear. So I'm trying to recreate or practice in what I'm actually gonna be wearing on the day, just to make sure nothing is too tight, too loose, etc., etc. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. It is so hot and so humid, and it's also Labor Day, so the park is very busy. I always pick the best days to do these things, right? Hopefully the break works. Hopefully I don't fall. But yeah, y'all, that's what we're doing. Okay, we have a downhill coming. A little downhill, but I'm starting to pick up speed for sure. friends. So the final verdict of this back brake. Where is it? Well, you can see after copious amount of use, that is what it's looking like. Definitely not as much wear as I was expecting. I did have to resort to my front brake for just more, I guess I'm not used to using the back brake, but when I went to the front brake, this is all new. I had turned this toe stop around to make sure that the flat bit was in front, but that wear right there is all new. So yeah, these toe stops are definitely not as durable as those other ones, but I felt more secure using these. The back brake felt it didn't give me as much resistance as I was hoping. It did the job. It definitely slowed me down, but it wasn't giving me as much resistance as I was hoping it was going to give me. I thought I would be in like full control of my speed. Not so much. It does the job, but I can't say that I recommend it. You have to have a specific type of truck. At least that's what I found. You had to just finagle this thing so it would work, and it was annoying to get on and off. And it doesn't really stop me the way that I thought it would, and that I just felt a little give, just the tiniest bit of give, and I don't know if it was the toe stop itself or if it was the mechanism like bending a little, because this is not flush. This is not flush in the home. I don't know. So when I was putting pressure on it, I was feeling it give a little, just the littlest amount. So yeah, I don't know if I can recommend it. It didn't really work for me, but try it out. It was only $20. I do not recommend the other one that you guys saw at all, but this one, it's a hit or miss. Yeah. As far as the New York State Marathon, I keep saying New York State Marathon, New York City Skate Marathon. So yeah, I am going to reduce my distance to one way around instead of 4 times around, just because like I feel safe enough with, using both the brakes. However, it's just so scary. Like, I don't want to test my luck. I am not an adrenaline junkie. I think one time around will do it for me. Like, yeah, it's too, you pick up speed way too fast. There's downhills, there's people and cars, and yeah, I don't trust that I can make it all the way around 4 times without dying. So we're gonna just do one. So yeah, y'all, the next time we are here in Prospect Park will be for the skate marathon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.